Most people use binaural beats like there's some kind of productivity hack, like press play, hope for instant focus, and then forget about it. But if you understand what they actually do to your brain, you realize binaural beats are a lot bigger than a study tool. They're a way of retraining your mind. To keep it simple, the brain runs on frequencies, different states of mind that have different electrical rhythms, and they are beta for active thinking, alpha for clarity and calm, theta for deep creativity and introspection, delta for sleep and recovery. But most of us today, because of overstimulation, live almost entirely in high beta. Constant alertness, constant noise, constant distraction. And that's why we struggle to focus, stay calm, or to sit with ourselves. Binaural beats basically act as a turning fork for your mind. They play one frequency into your left ear and a slightly different one in your right. Your brain doesn't like the mismatch, so it creates a third frequency internally. That internal frequency is what your mind starts syncing to. It's called brainwave entrainment. And once your brain syncs up, you can shift your mental state intentionally instead of drifting wherever your environment pushes you. If you want focus, you can tune yourself into a lower beta or a higher alpha range. If you want deep concentration, you can dip into theta, where insight and flow happen. If you want emotional grounding, you can slow yourself into alpha. Over time, doing this consistently is like creating a new default setting in your brain. Your neural pathways start recognizing that state as familiar. Because the brain responds to repetition, that's what neuroplasticity is. It adapts to whatever you keep feeding it. Think of it this way. Your attention is a muscle, and binaural beats are like resistance training. When you sit down with headphones, remove distractions, and make your mind follow a certain frequency, you're quietly strengthening the circuitry that controls focus, restraint, presence, and emotional regulation. And here's the part that nobody talks about. Binaural beats are most effective not because of the sound, but because of what they demand from you. Stillness, consistency, single tasking, and intention. Those four things alone can rewire your brain. When you use binaural beats properly, meaning you sit with them for 20, 30, 40 minutes while doing one task, you're forcing your brain to practice the exact mental state that you're trying to build. If you pair the frequency with focused work, your brain learns that this pattern means concentration. If you pair the frequency with journaling, thinking deeply, your brain learns this pattern is introspection. And if you pair it with meditation, it learns that this pattern means silence. That is how you change your brain permanently, by repeatedly connecting a frequency to a mental action until they become one. This is also why the people that use binaural beats inconsistently never see long-term change. They treat it like a shortcut, like a trick, not a practice. The real benefits come when you build a rhythm. Same headphones, same environment, same track, same time of day. The brain loves patterns, and the more predictable the pattern, the stronger the neural pathway becomes. But yeah, binaural beats won't magically fix your focus. They won't make you disciplined overnight, but they will give your brain a channel, a direction to follow. And if you stay consistent, you eventually reach a point where you don't even need the sound anymore. You sit down and your mind automatically shifts. That is when you know the rewiring is complete. That's when the practice becomes a part of who you are, and I think that that is beautiful. So if you want to use binaural beats deliberately, use them for deep work, studying, journaling, meditation, morning focus sessions, breaking overstimulation cycles, avoid them when you're multitasking or distracted, because that teaches your brain the opposite lesson. It's not the audio that changes you, is the state you enter every time you press play, the intention behind it, the stillness that you create, the focus that you maintain. Your brain learns how to stay there on its own. That's a real transformation, not the sound, but the mind that you built through it. Good luck.